Here's a 1965 Roosevelt dime where the obverse has been struck through. So part of the clad layer here has been detached. So you'll see that they're very clearly there on the obverse or the front of the coin. The reverse of the coin looks very normal. This coin ended up selling for a little over $150. Next up is a 1970 S mint mark Kennedy half-dollar coin. This is the proof coin. And don't even ask me how this mint error happened, because this kind of seems like it was on purpose at the mint, but hey, you never know. You can't say anything unless you know, right? So this coin was actually struck onto an aluminum shell gas token. So here's what that token looks like. You'll see States of the Union, Jefferson City there in the middle. It's got that little shell copy right there. And then it says Missouri there on the bottom. Shell's coin game. So it's a shell token. This Kennedy half-dollar design was actually struck onto that token. So you see the lines here on this shell token where it says Shell's coin game. Look at the lines here on the front of the Kennedy half-dollar. That's where you can see those lines, the design of the token there. So that is very cool. This coin ended up selling for over $5,700. Such a unique type of mint error there. Now this coin here is a 1974 S mint mark Lincoln cent that has been broad struck. So the coin is graded by NGC at a mint state 63 red, and this coin here sold for around 70 bucks. So it's not super rare, you know, probably not worth getting something like this graded, because you're not really gonna make any money on it, or you know, not much at all after you pay to have it graded and things like that. So keep that in mind. Pretty, you know, not so expensive coin there. All right, so here is a 1974 Lincoln cent that sold for $9,000. All right, so here we go. So first we have an obverse die break. So here on the obverse of the coin, you'll see here on the left, it's covering up the G and O of God. That is a die break, also referred to as a cud. So you can look for those on all kinds of different coins. Some will be much smaller than this. Some can be much larger and take up a large portion of the coin. Typically the larger ones, you know, can be more valuable just depending on where they're at on the coin, which coin is it actually taking place on. In this case, it's a 1974 penny. But really what makes this valuable is here on the reverse of the coin, you'll see at the top there, that little metal piece. So that is a retained piece of the die there on the reverse. So that will make the coin super rare, and that's why the penny sold for $9,000.